Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu'alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let me introduce my name. My name is NORAIN ANIRA BINTI HASSAN, matric number 1181 Signal 3. Me and my group member want to present in this video about our book review from Miftah Saadah, which is from Dawhah 3 until 4. Okay, alright. This is about the biography of the author. The author of book Miftah Saadah is Ahmad ibn Mustafa ibn Khalil Tashkurizada, as known as Tashkurizade Ahmed, and he born in 3 December 1494 and died in 16 April 1561. And his first education from his own fathers and uncle in Ankara and Bursa, and he completes his study in Istanbul. In his life of work, in 1525, he was appointed to Madrasah Indi Metoka and to Istanbul. Later, he worked as a professor, and in 1545, he was appointed as Qadi, which is a judge. Later on, he working on the publication of his writing after his retirement in public work due to his sight problem. This is the among of his writing, which is Syaqaiqul an-Nu'maniyah fi ulama ad-dawlah al-Usmaniyah, and Mawdu'atil ulum. I'm just take 2 of his writing. Of course, there are many more others. Okay, this is the how the author organized the chapter. Alright, the author organized the chapter according to subtopic, which is known as Dawhah. Dawhah 3. In Dawhah 3, they have 2 syubah. In first syubah, the author talks about the knowledge of logical, which is imamatic, which is touched a lot on the logical book. In this syubah, the author told about many useful book of a logical book, and in second syubah he write about knowledge that exam on the error in debate lesson. Alright, Dawhah 4. In Dawhah 4, they have 10 syubah. Roughly, the author bring about the knowledge of notables such as Ibn Sina, Al-Farabi, Aristotle, and others. As I read in this book, in Dawhah 4, the author more talk about knowledge, such as medical knowledge, about the knowledge of divine, about knowledge of medical knowledge, about engineering, about dance. They have many more knowledge that the author said in this chapter in Dawhah 4. So that's all from me. I will pass to my group member to the next presenter. Thank you.
Assalamu'alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad HILMAN bin Muhammad FAUZI, matric number 11817000. So now we move on to how the author used primary sources and other evidence to write the book. First one is the author used the original view of the literature of religious, library science, and learning resources. The second one is the author also has collected many of words such as natural knowledge, theological knowledge, logical knowledge, and others. For example, theological knowledge is knowledge that preserves the error in acquiring the knowledge. By knowing this knowledge, we can recognize our mistake through tasawwuriyatu or tasdiqiyatu. The highest kitab in this knowledge, which is Mantiq Ash-Shifa by Abu Ali Al-Hussein Ibnu Abdullah Ibnu Sina Al-Hakim Al-Mashhur. The third one is the author include the word by the group that focus specifically on the knowledge. They are written to explain the nature of knowledge through its definition effort. The last but not least, the author also explore the branch of music knowledge that divide to three knowledge, such as knowledge of musical instrument, knowledge of dance, and knowledge of coquetry.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Muhammad LUTFIL bin Muhammad TARMIZI, matric number 1181711. Okay, then we proceed to our next slide, which is the methodology. And in this slide, I will explain what is the methodology that has been used in this kitab. First of all, the primary focus of the study used by the author in works available in Arabic. Then, findings also cannot be segregated from the educational sector in the field of philosophy. And the last methodology is philosophical findings are the framework for the development of educational goals and objectives, teaching and learning curriculum, assessment and learning teaching methods, and all the elements that develop the process of education.
Okay, so we go to the another part, which is idea of content. Okay, in this Dawhah, there are two divisions or shu'bah, which is the first one is logical knowledge and second one is error in debates and teaching knowledge. How to preserve that. So in division 1, logical knowledge, the author introduced us what's al-mumantiq talking about, okay, and the introduction of knowledge that preserve how to acquire unknown terms from conceptual and believable. And the author also mentioned the books, okay, and the scholar in this knowledge. Okay, in division 2, knowledge that preserve error in debates and teaching. It is discussed several fields include attitude, ilmul adabul madaris, which is discussed about ethic related between students and the teachers, and also talking about examine, knowledge of examine, ilmun nazar. This knowledge teach us how to sign or how to understand the meaning of the argument that debates talking. And of course, it's discussed also in debate and dispute, ilmul jadal and ilmul khilaf. So we can conclude that this division, this shu'bah, is this continuous discussion from the division 1, which is al-mumantiq, and all the knowledge in this division, in division 2, are the branches of al-mumantiq. Then we go to the Dawhah 4. In this Dawhah, there are a lot of division. The first one is the divinity knowledge, which is ilmu ilahi, and second one, the chapters of divinity knowledge. This division explain the section or the types of divinity knowledge. There are several types. Okay. Division 3, the natural knowledge, al-mutabi'i, and division 4, the chapters of natural knowledge, and this same to the division 1 and 2, which is explain the types of al-mutabi'i. Okay, and division 5, the cluster of natural knowledge. Okay, in division 6, the mathematical knowledge, ilmu al-riyadiyah. But this division is not talking about mathematics. Okay, common mathematics, no. But in this division, is explain as a type, okay, or cover about many fields that related to matter and mathematical knowledge. Okay, so in division 7, the chapters of engineering knowledge. Okay, this division mention engineering knowledge, and this, or we call ilmu al-handisah. Ilmu al-handisah is the one of the type under mathematical knowledge. So in division 8 also, the chapters of commission knowledge, or we call the chapter of board knowledge. Okay, it's also one of the knowledge under mathematical knowledge, which is ilmul hay'ah. And in division 9, the chapters of numerical knowledge, which is ilmul adad. Okay, and these 3 chapters from ataupun or in type of mathematical knowledge. And division 10, which is the last syu'bah, talking about chapters of musical knowledge. Okay, so in this in division 1, it's talking about the divinity knowledge, and this syu'bah, it's in theological terms. Okay, it examines the inventory of the creature, and the purpose of this knowledge to achieve the true faith and identical perception of the achievement of everlasting happiness. And this is the maximum goals of our life, because without this knowledge, without this ilm, our purpose, our effort, our target in life are meaningless. And we look into the division 2, which is the continuity of division 1, from division 1, which is the chapters of divinity knowledge. There are 6 fields of introduction to explain and explain completely about the divinity knowledge, which is introduction of human, soul, human soul, of angel, malaika, and Imaratun Nubuwah. It's about prophecy. And else. In division 3, the natural knowledge, okay, al-muttabbi'i, okay, it's talking about natural circumstance or well-being of human in terms of being variable. Okay. In division 4, the chapters of natural knowledge. In this division, there are 17 fields covered about from the bottom of the earth to the star. Okay, which is they explain and present to us, okay, about nature, okay, about nature, such as chemistry, okay, astronomy, chemistry, and medicine, and veterinary, animal, and mineral sources, and many more. Okay. And division 5, the cluster of natural knowledge. In this division, it's talking about cluster of medicine and cluster of phenology, ahkamun nujum, stars, and sihri, magic. In division 6, the mathematical knowledge, al-muriyadiyah. This knowledge includes 4 fields, which is engineering, commission or board, numerical, and music. Okay. Division 7, the chapters of engineering knowledge. While when we are talking about engineering, of course, it's about structures, building, spacing, measure, and so on. So in this chapter, there are 15 fields that cover all the all issues in engineering knowledge. In division 8, talking about the chapters of board knowledge. Okay. If we translate the hay'ah, the words hay'ah, into English language, there are several words. Okay, and for me, the term sport is suitable for this discussion because it's about the measure or magnitude, okay, in terms of geographical and astronomical issues, and divided into 27 fields. One of these is weather, about times, about located of the moon, about how calendar knowledge, and matchmaker. Alright, divisions 9, the chapters of numerical knowledge. And this knowledge explain to us how to practice or use the method of mathematical in our life. And in this chapter, including theological issue also, which is inherited jurisprudence knowledge, and algebra, right? All about counting something, and the multiples, divided, and so on. Okay, all about numerical knowledge lah. And last one, division 10, the chapter of musical knowledge. Okay, the musical instrument is a device for producing a musical sound. Okay, as we know lah. And the melody and the rhymes never spread each other. In this division, there are two fields, which is dancing and CQ3 knowledge. Okay, these two fields cover about in instrument in music and poetry also. Okay, and all division, all knowledge. Okay, in this Dawhah, the author also mentioned the books. Okay, if I can list the book, there are many books, many types of book that we can refer to help us in our research.
Assalamu'alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti NURHASLINDA binti FAUZI, and my matric number 1181713. And next slide is price and critique. Price is the best part is the author describe each chapter and easily for the reader to find every information because the author has divided into the form of chapter and point. And the author write the about knowledge that use in our daily thoughts, and author also write about knowledge etiquette related to manner with leader. And critique is this book use Arabic word and cause some word that has difficult to understand. And this book also has many chapter and required a lot of reading to know, and there are some part that are less clear with its description. Next slide is recommendation. This book is suitable and recommended for academic research because this book has many sources and are explained in each chapter. For anyone is interested in high Arabic word, we recommended this book as a resources for them. Thank you. That's all from us.